Hello, good day. Thank you and welcome to my channel. So we do want us to implement a scenario here, a very brief scenario that you can see on the screen. So what are we asked to do? That there's one club that has organized for a triathlon that is happening at the end of the year. So this triathlon, it consists of 3 events: swimming, cycling, and running. And then what are we asked? That each participant will be recorded separately for each event. Their total time are calculated to determine the overall time, and then each participant has got unique attributes. So also they're saying the following these are the details and whatever has been recorded for all the participants. You have got 4 participants with their respective scores in all the 3 events of swimming, cycling, and running. So now we need to have this implemented in Java, as that requested that we need to write a Java program to capture the details that are captured above. So going to the NetBeans that we shall be using for this video, first of all, for those that may be interacting with the NetBeans for the first time, for us to before we come to coding, you need to create a project by going to File, you go to New Project. Once it brings you to this page, just click Next, and then here you rename your project. And we have been directed that we should call ours the triathlon results. So once you rename it, you just finish. Here I'm not going to finish, since mine I have already created one. So once you do that, you finish, and then once you finish, it will now bring you to the page where you now continue with your code. So to implement this, first of all, we've been directed that we need to create the triathlon result Java class, which will be our main class, as you can see here. This is, and then we shall have the participant class, which will have its subclasses. Yeah. So maybe we can start by the participant class. The first thing is we need to have the base class, which represented the participant in the triathlon, and then we'll have got our attributes, name, ID. We'll have a swimming time, cycling time, and then the running time. And then also what we need to have is a constructor to initialize the participant details with the validation. So we'll have the constructor, the class participant with the string, with this attribute, the name is string, ID int, swimming, cycling, running time all under int. And then what we do is to initialize the participant name by saying this name equals to the name. So this name here is going to be the name, the same to ID. And then what we do is also to set the swimming time with the validation by saying set swimming time into bracket swimming time. That applies to the cycling time and a cycle time, and then the running time. Okay, once that is done, then we come to create the get method, the get methods, which now we have a couple of them here, and then also the setter method. Here, as you see, we have the getter method for get name, and this will return the name. And then we have the set. The set will not return anything, but what it is, it is to validate if the time is negative. If it is not, then an error message is displayed. We have another get method, which is get ID, and this will return the ID. This is a set to validate the ID. And then we'll have here the get method for the swimming. It will return the swimming time. The set for set swimming time, and then we also have the method, the get for get cycling time, which will return the cycling time. The setter method for the set the cycling time. This applies the same to, as you see, they're almost the same. and then they get the running time. Yeah, so once we are done with the get and the set methods, then we come to create a method to calculate the total time by adding the swimming, the cycling, and the running time. Yeah, and this is the method we are talking about. So this method will return the swimming time plus the cycling time plus the running time, which is the sum all the event time. Yeah, to get the total time. Yeah, and then we'll have to create a method to display the participant details. Yeah, which is the name, the ID, and then the total time. Okay. Yeah, so once we are done with that, the display method, then we'll come to create the derived or the subclass for the elite participant, and we call it the elite participant, which it is getting its attributes from the participant parent class. Okay, and then the additional attributes that we shall add to the elite participant, as said in our scenario, is the sponsor name. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then after that we create what we call the constructor to initialize the elite participant with the sponsor's name. Okay. Yeah, and this is the constructor. All right, and then what we need to do is also to get a method for the sponsor name, and also set method for the sponsor name. Okay, so once that is done, then we come to do what you call the overriding the display details to include the sponsor information along with the base details. Okay, and this is what you see here. This is the overriding. Then after that, we come and we create the driver class for the beginner participant. Yeah, and this is also inheriting. For it is inheriting in everything with no unique attributes of its own, and is inheriting from the parent class of the participant. Okay, and then of course, last not least, then we override the displaying to retain the basic display without the sponsor name. Okay, so that is all about the participant class. Now, once we are done with the participant class, then we come to the triathlon result .java class. Okay, so here what we do is first is this is our main class. Okay, and this is the main class to run the triathlon program, and because we cannot run from the participant class. All right, now what we need to do here is to create an array. Here we create an array of the participant object, both the elite and the beginner participant. And as you see here, we see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. One is for Alice, one is for Bob, and one's for Charlie, and one's for Diana. Okay, yeah. So Alice be number 1, Bob number 2, Charlie number 3, and then Diana number 4 with its values here. Okay, and then once that is done, then we come to displaying the details of all the participants, and then of course we do that by running these statements here. Okay, and once that is done, then we sort. After displaying the details, we sort participants by their total time for the race. Remember what the scenario was telling us to do. Okay, then after that we identify and display the fastest participant. Okay, once that is done, we come and display we identify and again display the second fastest participant, and then we come and we create a method to sort participant by total time, and that is in an ascending order. All right, This is what we see here. Once that is done, and we print out the sorted list. And this is what you see here, the sorted list of the participant with their total time. All right. Okay. Now, once that is done, then we come and we create a method to find and return the participant with the fastest total time. And this is what we see here. And this is what is returned. Okay. Then last but not the least, of course, is to create a method to find and return the participant with the second fastest time. Okay. So once that is done, then you have come to this is all it. The last part that you need to do is to confirm whether the program is running as expected. So we just run this file, and then as we wait for the results. As you see here, we have Charlie, ID 3, total time 110. Ascending order, remember. Diana, ID 4, total time 88. Then we have Bob, 80. Alice, here, okay, sorted result by the total time will be Bob, Alice, Diana, then Charlie. Okay, so the fastest participant, Bob, with the total time of 80 minutes, then the second fastest participant, Alice, with a total time of 85 minutes. So this is, friends, this is how we can implement that scenario using a Java code. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my channel and like. Thank you.